Hi, I'm Carcina. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Yo, welcome. It's your boy Carcino here, and man, this thing is gonna get so crazy right now. As you know, as the world turns, you got people who do things for money, you have people that do things for attention, and then you got this. Claressa Shields. Girl, what was you thinking? Claressa Shields goes up on what's the female what's her name? The lady that does all the shows that used to be on Joe Budden podcast. What's her name? Can't think of her name right now. Melissa Ford. So Melissa Ford is interviewing Claressa Shields. And while interviewing Claressa Shields, 50 Cent name is brought to the equation. And once 50 Cent's name is brought to the equation, all of these things start to fall in line. And I mean immediately in line. So I want you to listen to this because she couldn't wait to name drop 50 Cent in this interview. Though she claims that other people are mentioning her, she doesn't mention what she does.
Did you see what 50 did with Diddy? He wrote this whole documentary about him, all that bullshit.
Yes, I did.
And I just laughed because it's like, y'all can't do that to me.
Mm-hmm.
I got a real documentary in real time.
Yeah.
Like they followed me and saw the actual part of me when I was a kid, fighting my way to the Olympics. I lost one fight, came back, won that fight, turned pro, fought against the girl that beat me in the amateurs, beat her and made $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is like heroic stuff. And then I have an actual biopic about my life, and that's what triggers them more too. You can't lie about who I am and how I am. You can't be like, oh, she just got like this. Like, no, I've always been very confident, always been very strong. Yeah. I mean, if at 13, I was like, yo, I'm going to the Olympics when I turn 17. I'm going to win a gold medal. I'm the best. I'm the best ever. I've always been like that. So it's
now what you're hearing is a different take on the story of Claressa Shields. You're hearing this braggadocious, I made it, and I'm rich, and in this business, not a lot of people stay there after their careers are over. You're rich normally because of your profession, but once you're out of it, your revenue drops by like 90%. So those opportunities, it's a lot of people that's famous, but they don't have any money. They're broke. And you'll be like, oh man, this dude, man, he's great. Yeah, but they're broke. A lot of the people that you've seen in these movies, TV shows, even people that's famous, you see them, you know them, they broke. And it'll break your heart because it's like, how in 2026 we still don't own anything in this business? That needs to be the conversation. You know, why we're not in control of the distribution. Why we don't have any outlet at all with all these black $100 million men. We don't have a pipeline. that we could go to for us. The Latinos have that. The Asians have that. The Indians have that. Why don't blacks? Because they continuously push us in the direction they want us to follow. If you catch my drift. Long as they steering you in the direction they want you to follow, this will be the case. This will continue to be the case. They'll never make it sound like something that it isn't, right? Of course they would. They would just find a new reason to do so. Now, that's people's fault. You know what I'm saying? All this outlet and deceit, deception, all of it. This is what they want. Rewriting history, talking about the nonsense that they claim they don't care about. Now, Fifth was leaving her alone. Claressa decides to double down and make a mistake. She thought it'd be a great idea to basically troll 50 Cent. People have done that before. People have said, hey, this might be a good idea. Let's troll 50. Let's see how far we go with this.
Like, to hear people be offended by it now, it's like, this is 20 years of this. Mm-hmm. Just because y'all didn't want to recognize me when I was, I don't know if they want to say quieter or women's boxing wasn't that big, but I grew women's boxing. That's why you know of me.
You did.
You know, and just to be honest, listen, the relationship with me and Pap is not big because Pap is Papoose. It's big because I am who I am too. Had I been just a little Instagram model who nobody knew and nobody respected, it wouldn't be no big thing.
Right. Agreed.
The big thing is that,
who does she think Papoose is? Like, who does she think Pap is? Like, nobody thinks the relationship, because of Pap. I'll bring a name to it too. What are you talking? Fool, you are the name. Nobody know Pap like that. He's known for being Remy Ma's husband. That's it. And he was a battle rapper. That's it. The world don't know who Papoose is. You was more popular than him. How does you see how she minimized herself? That was crazy to me. I'm like, who does she think Pap is? She think that like reality show was like huge? Like what's going on here? This don't even make sense. I'm like, do you realize you are the ones getting the deals? Nobody's knocking on the door saying, hello? Is Papoose home? Nobody's doing that. It's like crazy to even have to explain that to people. Like nobody's checking for that dude. The time to check for him was like 20 years ago, 25 years ago. This dude had an album done and then it sat on the shelf. It's real talk. What's up, Mr. 1K?
He would a champ. He would a baller. He would a young, pretty, thick. She got her together. Smart. That's the problem. Had I been just, let's say I'm a boxer and I can't fight, nobody will be talking about this relationship.
That is true. That is very
That's
true.
the truth.
So we'll circle back to that, but I do have a question about 50. Would you drop the lawsuit if you could get in the ring with him?
I would drop it. I would drop it if he got in the ring with Pap. Pap will whoop 50 ass. Drop him. He beat the out of 50 Cent.
Pap has hands like that?
What?
I did not know.
Pap don't want to show y'all, but around find out. Pap can fight. And anybody who's from New York know that Pap can get down. Pap will whoop 50 Cent ass.
Now, why would you want to do that? Oh my God. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you want to go out on that my man can kick your ass thing? Here we go. Do she realize that this isn't going to go well for her? This is not going to go well for you. The problem that people don't understand is that when you start talking about all of this craziness, you used to be a girl who you didn't even wear weave. You had your natural hair. You wasn't wearing makeup. You was out here getting it in. You wanted to be the best boxer in the world, female. Happy-go-lucky. Now you starting to try to be a baddie. Now you want to try to twerk. Now you want to try to do all of these things outside. It is going to get crazy for you. You know Fifth heard it. Y'all know Fifth heard it. Fifth heard that nonsense this woman said. Yeah, it's pathetic. Because you're going a route you don't even have to go down.
Wow.
And he know it too. And if you got a girl who you want to bring for me 50, you can bring whoever you want to bring.
Well, I mean, that's
Call your celebrity friends. Call your little rap girlfriends. Tell them come fight me.
First of all, let me be the first to tell y'all, there is no lawsuit. There is no lawsuit against 50 Cent. No, there is no there is no lawsuit against 50 Cent by Claressa Shields. She didn't file a lawsuit on 50. But this is a troll job. And you should have left this man alone who wasn't bothered. Now, you gonna get on his other side. So now, I think it's time we hear 50 Cent respond. Yeah. Because that was wild, Claressa. That was wild. So let's listen to 50 Cent's response. Now, oh my goodness. Oh no. What's up, Mr. Oh yeah, they trying to sabotage it. They didn't send out like any notifications. Y'all had to find this on the browser. But it's okay. We see how they do. So now let's see 50's response to Claressa's situation.
I'm with Pap, or Pap is upstairs.
So we'll circle back to that, but I do have a question about 50. Would you drop the lawsuit if you could get in the ring with him?
I would drop it. I would drop it if he got in the ring with Pap. Pap will whoop 50 ass.
Claressa back popping and Pap can't stop this chick. Damn, you talk a lot of shh. You don't shut up. Always talking crazy, girl, go have a baby. Might calm you down. Baby, you don't shut up. Melissa asked about fifth. Would you get in the ring? Throw your fist. She don't look at you as a lady. Would you fight fifth? That's just crazy. Claressa said he should fight Pap first before he come to me to get that work. Tell him glove up, run that fade. A real street fight, no arcade. Claressa back popping and Pap can't stop his chick. Damn, you talk a lot of shh. You don't shut up. Always talking crazy, girl, go have a baby. Might calm you down, maybe. You don't shut up. Pap upstairs in the bedroom. No, she mean in her head, that's headroom. Saying Pap will be fifth in the street fight. Put it in the comments if she right. I think she delusional. Talking too much, that's the usual. Pap busy fighting the power. No hits, his catalog is a funeral. Claressa back popping and Pap can't stop his chick. Damn, you talk a lot of shh. You don't shut up. Always talking crazy, girl, go have a baby. Might calm you down, maybe. You don't shut up.
Game over. Oh my God. You don't shut up. Hey, listen. Now, here's a black woman trying to push two black men to fight for what? Your ass? No way. Hey, nobody fighting over her. Who finna fight over Claressa Shields? Are they crazy? It's only at a certain point where people realize their options ain't what they think it is. What you think is a flex, Claressa, is embarrassing to other women who see it. We don't care enough as men. We don't care. I don't care who you with. You choose Pap, fine. But isn't this like one of the second guys you've been messing with that was either engaged or married? I'm just saying. Because your life is on my television screen. I'm not going to, search all this shit. But my understanding is that this man is in the process of a divorce, right? That the breakup ain't even that long ago. And you already moving on with a guy who was just in a relationship with a person you claim you was their biggest fan. You was the biggest fan of his wife. It's damaging to a brand. Other women don't like women taking other people's mans. Well, especially black women. They really hate that shit. Especially if they marry. They don't like it. It's tarnishing to your brand. So the thing about it, Claressa, is you're a good fighter, very good fighter for females. I love your story. Love that you came from Flint. Not an ugly woman. No matter how many times people are telling you in your chat you're ugly, you're not. And the thing is, the things you do make you seem ugly. The way you carry on with things make you seem ugly. Because while you ended up hooking up with Pap all of a sudden out of the blue, you was running around with Maserati Bud, taking him everywhere you go. Then you tried to say he was a stalker. And matter of fact, Maserati Bud got a hit song too, Mr. Get Up in There is a hit. I can't play it for the copyrights, but you can go on YouTube and listen to Maserati Bud, his response to Claressa Shields. That Mr. Get Up in there. They call me Mr. Get Up in there. Hey. They call me Mr. Get Up in there. Hey. They call me Mr. Get Up in there. Mr. Get Up in there. Man, I'll tell you, I laughed through that whole song. Mr. Get Up in there. So, he said, I'm from Flint too. Right. So people in Flint, they had your back. Like they got love for you. You know what I'm saying? Like those people, there's some people there that genuinely love you. But your only problems and issues you're gonna have is gonna come from in-house. But you're throwing Pap in everybody's face like we don't know who Pap is. Like you're introducing Pap to us. Like you're bringing him to the dinner table and we don't know who it is. Like, this is Papoose. We're like, we know. We know, we've seen him before. We know he's a battle rapper and he was on like Love and Hip Hop or something, carrying bags and everything, but he was never anybody important. The person that brought the money home was Remy. He was just the guy behind the person with the money. He's living off of a woman. Y'all can look that up. They call them hobosexuals. Hobo sexual. The man just always comfortable living off a woman. This dude been around 20 years and still ain't got a hit record. Not one. His own wife has come out and exposed, and then he came out and said it himself. Yeah, I got a gambling problem. Yo, I had a crazy gambling problem. Yeah, you were gambling her money. You took her jewelry to the pawn shop. You pawned her jewelry so you could get some money to go gamble. She had to cut you off the cards. And this is who you want to bring in your life? Claressa Shields? You see, this is what I'm talking about. Jerry Eubanks, you're speaking out of school. We're talking to Claressa. You think this is capping for a man? I'm not capping for 50 Cent. I'm barely even speaking. I'm talking to Claressa Shields about the person she's with. Yep, hobosexual. Jerry, what are you talking about? I'm reporting on what was actually said. See, Jerry, this is the problem. You're so busy trying to say somebody's capping instead of listening to what is actually being said. And that's what's wrong with this newer generation. This generation cannot process information. They just wait for their turn to talk. Without even knowing what's going on, first thing you come in here and say somebody can't cap 50 Cent. You don't even know what's going on. This woman just came right out and challenged 50 Cent to fight Papoose. Now, 50 was minding his own business. This woman chose to do that. Now, why? Why would a woman choose to take that course of action? Like, I want y'all two to fight. So they could look like they fighting over you? Before you ended up getting up with Maserati Fox, you was trying to pop that thing on 50 Cent and he curbed you? Now, how many times have we seen Claressa Shields cap?
And I can't fight. Nobody will be talking about this relationship.
That is true. That is very
that's
true.
The truth.
So we'll circle back to that, but I do have a question about 50. Would you drop the lawsuit if you could get in the ring with him?
I would drop it. I would drop it if he got in the ring with Pap. Pap will whoop 50 ass. Drop him. He beat the out of 50 Cent.
Pap has hands like that?
What?
I did not know.
Pap don't want to show y'all, but around find out. Pap can fight. And anybody who's from New York know that Pap can get down. Pap will whoop 50 Cent ass.
Wow.
And he know it too. And if you got a girl who you want to bring for me, 50, you can bring whoever you want to bring.
Well, I mean, that's
call your celebrity friends. Call your little rap girlfriends. Tell them to come fight me.
Now, now, how's that on me? Can anybody explain how's that my fault? I'm reporting on the human drama. And Fifth responded like 50 Cent would respond.
Pap will whoop 50 ass.
Clarissa back popping and Pap can't stop this chick. Damn, you talk a lot of shh. You don't shut up. Always talking crazy, girl, go have a baby. Might calm you down. Maybe you don't shut up. Melissa asked about Fifth. Would you get in the ring? Throw your fist. She don't look at you as a lady. Would you fight Fifth? That's just crazy. Clarissa said he should fight Pap first before he come to me to get that work. Tell him glove up, run that fade. A real street fight, no arcade. Clarissa back popping and Pap can't stop his chick. Damn, you talk a lot of shh. You don't shut up. Ooh. Always talking crazy, girl, go have a baby. Might calm you down, maybe. You don't shut up. Pat upstairs in the bedroom. Nah, she mean in her head, that's headroom. Saying Pat will be Fifth in the street fight. Put it in the comments if she right. I think she delusional. Talking too much, that's the usual. Pap busy fighting the power. No hits, his catalog is a funeral. Clarissa back popping and Pap can't stop his chick. Damn, you talk a lot of shh. You don't shut up. Always talking crazy, girl, go have a baby. Might calm you down, maybe. You don't shut up.
Excellent. Right. She don't shut up. She never learned a lesson. But she said Pap got hands everybody in New York know. Okay, well, let's take it to New York. Let's see about Pap's hands. Wow. Oh, good Lord. That's Pap getting stolen. Show them hands, Pap. Wow. Oh. Oh, okay. All right. Somebody. He held on to the pole like a stripper. Wow. Oh. Oh no. What happened? Pap swinging around the pole. Pull himself up, dude. Like, come on, let's go. You got your boys there and everything. Nobody even moved. Then your homeboy getting ambushed. They getting whooped. Where's Pap? Where's Pap, everyone? Let's see them hands. There's the gecko. That's Pap way down there. He left the cab. He ain't even get in the cab. My man said the cab ain't fast enough. I'm gone. Hey, that dude could run. Man, he can run. Claressa, your man got wheels. Boom. His homeboy on the ground like, Pap, don't leave me. He already gone. Pap, don't leave me. Where were them hands at? Maybe he learned hands since then. That's the guy that's supposed to bleed 50. This is what I'm talking about. Reality. Reality versus fiction. That's what we're talking about. So let me guess. You think he got hands because he knocked out a battle rapper, sucker punched him, a battle rapper, and knocked him out, called Easy the Block Captain, because he was sleeping with his wife. And after you knocked him out, he was still sleeping with your wife. According to you, Pat, you came over to your wife's house where you used to live, slept on the couch while y'all separated, while she's bringing dudes home and got a dude in the bedroom and they smash it. You like, I didn't even care. I just turned on Sports Center, went to sleep on the couch. I was there for my daughter. See, I'm there for my daughter because they don't even care no more. I don't even want you no more like that. Sound like she ain't want you like that. She gonna smash a dude while you in the house? Oh, you like, I don't care. I'm there for my daughter. That's diabolical, though. And for her to think this dude is a flex, I just don't want to. I don't want to be like I told you so when this all go left. And she realized why our money's gone. and all the stuff that's supposed to be hers is gone, and people gonna be like, "We told you." You ain't want to listen. Remy didn't told you. The one you was a fan of, she tried to tell you. Like, if you want them, you got them. Well, when you start saying, and it's women that's really having this opinion, it's not even men. This is women's opinion of they don't approve of that. Black women said she's just not somebody that they cool with. No, black women don't even care if she gets played. A lot of black women are turning against her, period. Mm-hmm. Yeah, black women are turning against her. They don't really rock with her like that. She want to be a baddie. She's like, I could sell brands. I'm a baddie. What she got? Puma and what else? Right? I'm not hating on her success, but I'm like, if Pap's involved, he's gonna be funneling your money into doing stuff that benefits him and what he's trying to do, his brand. Talking about black love. And it's like, this is what you call a flex. They had Claressa Shields go out and embarrass herself and rap on BET. And they in there rocking like she was killing it. It was the most embarrassing thing a human being could have ever seen put on an award show and just lowered BET standards down. This was almost worse than what's his name, Anton Dotson. When I saw Anton Dotson on a BET stage, I said, "Yep, it's over." I'm like, that was a meme, and they turned that to a performance. Anton Dotson. Claressa's so stupid. He pressuring her dumb ass to have a baby. We need to have a baby. Why are you pressing Claressa Shields to have a baby when she's a fighter? So while she's 9 months, can't fight. Then when she had a baby, she got to spend basically a whole year not fighting. Who gonna be taking care of the family? because she's not fighting. Yeah, it's crazy. Now, I remember when she did to earn extra money because she couldn't get fights. She started doing MMA. So the number one women's fighter of all time has to fight MMA. Yeah, that PFL. Yep. We don't do all that talking in Detroit. No. The dudes do the more of the talking in Detroit. That's crazy. I swear, the women in Detroit, she is absolutely right. Women in Detroit don't talk that much. They get to it real fast. Conversation is real short before it goes somewhere. The dudes, they'll talk and they'll blast before they fight. That's crazy. The chicks get to it more than the dudes. I just want Claressa Shields to wake up before she's sitting there with a kid by a dude who played her. That's where we at. Oh, hell no. Oh, Claressa Shields. Let me tell you. Claressa Shields know like we know, right? You ever hear somebody say, you know it like we know it? That's what this is. You know this like we know it. She is somebody who sees this. This is a brand. Really? What is that brand doing for you? Being with this guy is a brand. Brand. Okay. Do you got L'Oreal? Do you have Dove? Do you got Gatorade? You got Adidas? Do you have Nike? Oh, you got Puma. Okay. Let's see how well that goes for you. So you got Puma. Then you got what else? I don't even understand. I don't understand. Where's the deals? Where the brand deals? You're the number one female fighter. None of these brands are checking for you. I mean, you're making yourself a baddie. What you gonna get a Fashion Nova account? Like I'm not trying to say, I'm not clowning her. I'm just saying it's time to think. Why don't you have these things? What is Cap doing? Like, she's like, I ain't never had to pay for a flight before. I used to pay for all my flights. I ain't paid. This man has paid for my flights. Woman, lady, he's paying you out of your money. You're gonna realize that down the line. You think you're not paying for it. You paying for it at a markup. He took me out to dinner. Yeah, on your dime. That's gonna all be at a markup. You gonna see. Oh yeah, sisters know. That's why they play this game, because they already know the drop. Pep, just glue it. I said, that's why I'm like, this is an intervention. If she's listening to this, it's like, look, you doing Pap's work. Pap wants you to go out there and say that crazy stuff. Tell Pap to open his mouth and say he want to fight fit. Why he got you doing? You see? A real man wouldn't do that. He'd be like, no, I got this. Stay out of man business.
Whatever Papoose says goes. Yeah, right? If a girl come disrespecting me or a man, I'm gonna disrespect him back.
With that dumb look on your face, like, why are you talking? Shut up. Glad to have a man ass. Look, girl, damn, you annoying. I see you on my timeline. Swipe your post, I avoid them. Looking like the yellow bus finna pick you up from your house in the morning. It's the unit. Yeah. Took too many hits to the head. You let a lane get in your bed. When I'm Vlad did bad, what he said? He spins on you, but a ring you won't get. Only ring that you getting's a boxing ring. Now to open up the box bling, that's a Rocky ring. You laid up with a married man, that's a toxic thing. You got Remy's leftovers and became a gossip queen. With that dumb look on your face, like, why are you talking? Shut up. Glad to have a man ass, little girl. Damn, you annoying. I see you on my timeline. Swipe your post, I avoid them. Looking like the yellow bus finna pick you up from your house in the morning. You and loose, so I know. Shows on your face. Ain't nothing to hide, I can see it clear as day. Ain't nothing upstairs, that's how Pap got a place. He live in your head, now no ring on the way. Squatters love, that's what we call it nowadays. Using them big words on you, you like whatever you say. Should've had your shields up when he came your way. When that baby on the way, bet that it don't go your way. With that dumb look on your face, like, why are you talking? Shut up. Glad to have a man ass, little girl. Damn, you annoying. I see you on my timeline. Swipe your post, I avoid them. Looking like the yellow bus finna pick you up from your house in the morning.
of my man syndrome. Because it's whatever Papoose says goes. Yeah, right? I have that syndrome. I don't, how can I have when you say ugly girl syndrome, know that that's somebody who's a hater.
So, another one from On Your Ass Records. So they will just keep clowning you as much as they can. Pap been in the game 20 years and got nothing to show for it. Remy already exposed Pat. I try to prevent all this from coming out, but you know, people rewrite history all the time, and they just trying to do it here.
I'm under violated management, and Chris Lighty is the president of Job Records.
Like a conflict of interest.
No, not even that. I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Okay.
We like, yo, we need to sign with Job. One, they give him the most money. No, two, they give him the most money. And number one, the nigga that we fuck with is the president of the label. We gonna be good. We ain't gonna have no issues.
You my nigga fired him as a manager?
No, not even that. I'm gonna tell you what happened. As soon as I signed the fucking deal, news goes out everywhere. Chris Lighty is no longer the president of Job Records. This shit is an R&B label. So Chris was like, yo, sign over here. I'm telling y'all, remember, it's a bidding war for me at the time.
Right.
I mean, I'm doing what I do.
Right.
So everybody got interest, and we decide, and we like, all right, Chris is in our ear, yo, come over here.
Yeah, he's a
That's y'all.
Okay.
I'm here. It's a no-brainer. As soon as we sign, nigga.
So you think he already knew he was leaving?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's what happened.
Right.
So a young nigga from the hood who been working, like my brother was saying earlier, been working his whole life for this. You finally get in that position. Right. That kind of Slay was pissed. Slay had steam coming out of his ears.
Right.
But we kept it moving. And eventually we ran into trouble, which, like I said before, worst decision ever. You know what I'm saying?
What, to sign to him?
To sign to Job Records for the $1.5 million.
Okay, all right. Let me ask you a two-part question.
Yeah.
If you had a chance to do it over, which major would you sign to, if not Job?
First of all, if I had a chance to do it over, I would have put my album out from the gate instead of doing all those mixtapes. That's number one. And number two, to answer your question, I would have definitely took that Def Jam deal with Nas.
But then he said this. Okay, first he said he left because the owner left. And then the second time he said because he didn't have creative control and that the whole label was hating on him. So which one was it? Because the album never came out, the label wanted one direction. He wanted another. And the whole situation fell apart before it even started. So instead of becoming a mainstream success, he stayed in the mixtape lane. Respected, yes. But financially, that's a different conversation. And that's where people start asking questions. Because fast forward to now, people are looking at the current situation, his public appearances, and the way things are playing out. And they're noticing patterns. They're noticing how he moves. They're noticing what's shown and what's not. For example, people keep pointing out that he's often seen by himself in the car rapping, doing his thing, while Claressa Shields is nowhere in sight. And that's not to say that means anything for sure, but in today's social media world, people read into everything. Then you got the bigger conversation people are having. Is he benefiting from the situation he's in? Or is this just how it's being perceived from the outside? Because let's be honest, when someone's career hasn't translated into major wealth at the decades in the game, people are going to start connecting dots, fair or not. And then when you mix that with a very public, very talked about relationship, it only adds more fuel. Now, to be clear, none of us are inside their personal lives. We don't know every detail, but what we do know is this: people are watching closely. They are questioning the moves and they're trying to figure out what's real and what just looks good on the surface.
I love you to death. Let me say it again in case they didn't hear me. I love you to death more than anything. Congratulations to the quote. In case you've been living under a rock, that stands for greatest woman of all times. On your new endeavors, I think it's safe to say we all proud of you. This is your moment. Welcome to Win Records. You know what I'm saying? And also, we want you to know that we're in full support. Well, I'm definitely in full support because I love you to death. Let me say it again in case they didn't hear me. I love you to death more than anything. But look, congratulations, Win Records, Claressa the Claressa Shields. Let's go, baby. $8 million new deal.
$8 million landmark deal. Win Records. Win Records. Why does Claressa Shields have a record deal? When you look at the artists on Win Records, she's the only person on there that generates money, not from music.
I lace them and pull the tongue out. Y'all don't listen. I did that for my Patlin wheel. I did that for her. I did. You're not supposed to tie him, bro. I ain't been doing that lately. You good and it's new. Who are you crazy? That's how you wear them. You don't lace their tips up. They literally. How you gonna fight some looser tips? They do it. They do it. They gonna come above me. I think that right now. I fight barefoot. I didn't have my shit laced. Let the shit go down. I gotta stop somebody. You be all right. He know what he doing. She don't listen to me. I told her, but that was the vision. You supposed to leave that tongue just, you feel me? I thought it was coming down. That's how I think it's okay. You know what he doing. He's a professional. It's a New York thing. You feel me? Getting our teams together. He tapped the foot. I appreciate Papoose support. That was cool. And for him fixing my laces for me. That was cool. Yes, he do got my back. That's what's up.
So the real question is Papoose just someone who chose respect over riches? Or is there more going on behind the scenes that people are starting to pick up on? And with Claressa Shields in the picture now, this conversation is only getting louder.
The failures that you've had in your career or whatever that didn't pan out how you wanted to has turned you into somebody else. If that was my friend, I would be like, girl, you just turned 30 years old. You are a world champion. You are accomplished. You have made it from out the ghetto, from the slums, from the depths of Flint, Michigan. You don't got no kids. You have your whole life ahead of you. Why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man that doesn't have anything going, has no career, no job, no income, except for the income that he's claiming off of you, your percentage because he's your manager? Got you out here talking, looking crazy.
He most definitely has Claressa out here looking crazy. From not wanting to kiss her. You can clearly see the disappointment on her face, and she plays it off by dancing. That had me thinking Khadijah was behind that camera, and that's the reason why he was acting funny. To not wanting to walk along the side of Claressa when she was outside, when it was clear that she couldn't walk on the metal grating.
Yeah. Yo.
But there are a lot of people saying since you're promoting both fighters,
And somebody in the comments said that they work with special needs and they know something is off. And honestly, I notice it as well. Take notice in his speech in which Papoose gives a speech about Claressa and mentions her mental.
I learn from you on the constant. I know I'm always on top of you about things, but little do you know, I learn a lot from you. Your perspective, the way you think. Like you sharp in areas that I don't expect you to be sharp. So I wanted to give you credit for that. Like, I was always watching your fights. I was like, damn, man, she's icy. And I always followed your journey. I was just a big fan. I never meet you in person. Mm-hmm. So from the day we met.
Yeah, you was in love with him.
I came up and I shook your hand. I felt the spark. I kept it to myself. And I didn't feel that spark again until you DM me. You DM me, I felt it again. I was like, oh, what is this? I got your back forever. I love you. And like you said on my birthday is your birthday, well, today's my birthday.
That spark that he felt was money, and he knew that he would prey on her.
You got it.
At what moment did you realize that she was the love of your life?
Man, I would have to say from the time we met.
For real? Wait a second now. Come on now, don't do that.
Nah, honestly,
Now, notice Papoose doesn't bring up love when it comes to Claressa unless he's doing business or interviews. In any other time, you see him playing her time at the time. Like, there's literally so many clips of him playing Claressa directly in her face. And even Vlad asked, was he scared to leave Claressa?
Well, when this was going back and forth, I tweeted, it was a lighthearted joke, basically, where I said, do you think Papoose is scared to break up with Claressa Shields? And you hit me right away. You're like, yo, man, did you get hacked? Was that you? And I was like, no, that was me. Come on, man, I'm joking. Come on. I'm not disrespecting anybody.
Nah.
When your girl is like the greatest female boxer of all time, I think that, a violent situation is something that most men would consider at some point. Not to say you guys have that kind of relationship, but I'm just saying most men are not scared of girls, but I think a lot of men are scared of Claressa. Right?
Nah. I mean, that's how I am, bro. If I see some shit on the internet, if I know you, like we got a relationship, I'm not about to fucking dish you on the internet. I'm going to contact you, whether the text or call. Like I know Sulu would be like, yo, bro.
Now, it's sad to say that a lot of us know deep down that Claressa and Papoose isn't going to last. But the point is, what's going to happen? Is Claressa going to crash out?
There's a fight that Claressa Shields is losing. She's losing it every day. She's losing control of her career. All of this stuff that she's accomplished.
I won 2 Olympic gold medals. I have 19 world championships right now.
Come on.
It's going to mean nothing the second that relationship falls through the floor. Because people are already preparing to document her crash out. If she has cognitive issues due to that CTE thing, if she has a background with mental disability and she's emotionally unstable, that's a powder keg. And that's also the perfect situation to create the possibility for a nervous breakdown. Now, guess what happens if she has a breakdown? Papoose is her manager. He probably has power of attorney as well, or her management team does. That means they would have control over all her assets. Is nobody not seeing this? Is nobody not seeing how unhinged she is?
Now, Remy has stated that Papoose is Claressa's manager, but Papoose has said that he is not. But y'all don't think Papoose was smart enough to get a percentage off of Claressa? I mean, he was getting 20% off of his own wife and he wasn't paying bills.
So, tell you, he saw a position he could come in and exploit to make money off of. And they gonna sell this fake relationship. And that's cool. If she might be in love, but it's obvious the whole world can see that he isn't. And we feel bad for Claressa because we like, man, some black women don't. They say she's disrespectful, she's rude. I don't feel sorry for her ass at all. I'm like, all right. That's just how it is. But I just don't want to see her played. Somebody's like, just be happy for her. We do want to be happy for her. But if somebody's doing something that you know is going to be bad for them, who said we don't want to be happy for him? I hope maybe he's going to be a good supporter, great person in her life, and don't rip her off. Don't take all her money. Don't go cheating on her and make her look stupid in the public. But we all can see this is what he's gonna do. He's gonna be there till the money ain't there no more. When her arms are all torn up and she can't fight anymore. And she's at an age where she's getting to the point where she can't fight anymore. She's got what, probably 3, maybe 4 more years. Then what? She's gonna be a rapper twerking. She's gonna be sliding down poles. Is that what we're supposed to be doing with the face of women boxing? Well, to be a social media influencer and you're the top women's fighter of all times, that shouldn't be very hard. If Floyd Mayweather wanted to be an influencer on social media, I'm quite sure he could. But you need deals, you need brands. Where are your brand deals? Where are your people who are managing you to get this? Whenever you sign Papoose to be your manager, and they said, well, he managed to get her this $8 million deal. Really? Did he? Oof. Man. This is going to be a harsh learning reality that this will be another time where the entire internet was right and the superstar celebrity was wrong. That's how I see it. It's not like whenever Jaguar Wright says something that makes sense, and I'm in agreement with it, I'm like, oh Lord, everybody can see this. We all can see it. Stevie Wonder can see this shit. Right. Jaguar Wright is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So you already know what time it is. So of course, if she has the baby, he has the baby by her. You know what that is? Cha-ching, more money coming his way. He'll leave her, marry her, leave her. She got to pay him child support. Remy she don't want nothing from Pap. She just want Pap to be gone. Like, leave me alone. Go away. I don't need you. I don't want nothing from you but a divorce. You go away. That's it. Oh, my favorite part of the Michael Jackson movie is when Michael Jackson get a whooping. When Joe Jackson tear his ass up. Oh, there you go, Joe. Tear him up, Joe. I told you, boy. I'm going back to the movie just to see that again. Tear his ass up again, Joe. Joe Jackson was never crazy. He was a genius. If it wasn't for them, they would never have been anything. If it wasn't for Joe Jackson, Michael Jackson be a ventriloquist somewhere, working in a park for free. Ooh, dancing for coins and change. But you don't understand. At that time, everybody was the Jackson Fives. Like that was happening. My father had a band. They covered everything Jackson 5. So y'all got to realize that the Jackson 5, my uncles, they all had a band. They actually put out an album. They were called the Chambers of Time. All my uncles, except for my uncle Lorenzo, he was the artist. He the only one that performed in the band. All the other uncles and the baby brother, my Uncle Jeff, once he got of age, then he joined the band. So he was like Randy Jackson. When Randy got up, then Randy joined the band. So he joined the band and he was in there. He was just completely different. Michael Jackson had problems because he got away from his daddy. Once he started getting away from his daddy, that's when all the problems started. His daddy told him in the movie what was going to happen. Go fire your own daddy? What kind of son do you have? Well, you was gonna tear him up. You see that? He didn't even look me in the face. He did it with a piece of paper. Give me my belt. I'm gonna get my belt. Oh, go ahead, Joe. Whoop his ass. Got me working day and night. That was about Joe. Shoot, Joe got you working day and night. I don't know. Have me working day and night. Mm-hmm. They ain't have to do Joe like that. Yeah. Man, don't do Joe that bad. So we getting ready to do this tour. I don't know. I have to think. I done told you what to think. I already told you what to think. What the hell you mean? We doing this tour. I don't know about doing the tour. I have to think. I done told you what to think. That's what I'm talking about. That Joe, man. This is Joe movie, baby. I'm in there for Joe. Of course he gonna do that victory tour. The hair got caught on fire. He had to have surgery and all this stuff on the back of his head. All that stuff. Joe was like, all right, when you heal back up, you getting on that stage. You doing this tour. The funny part about the movie is that I knew I didn't learn anything new. Every single thing in this movie I knew about Michael Jackson. Every single thing. There wasn't one part in this movie that was something I didn't know. And it's funny to me because it's like when I see it, it's done in a short because it's a movie, and then some is done for dramatical effect. And I was like, that's not right. That didn't happen that way. That definitely didn't happen that way. This was done because of the internet. This was like I could pick all this apart, like really pick it apart. But people got to realize that this is a movie. So it's about Michael and not the Jackson 5 or the Jacksons, period. So it's about Michael's story. And they got to condense it to Michael. But let me warn everybody that's going to see this movie, okay? There's going to be a sequel. So the movie is not going to end the way you think. There's going to be a continuation. It's going to be a sequel. Because you can't tell Michael Jackson's story in one movie. It's not going to work. So this is going to be 2 movies that we know of so far. It might be 3 movies, but right now there will be a sequel. Michael Jackson movie is going to hit probably 700 million box office when it's all said and done. With everything they put in, about 700 million. They finna have $100 million weekend. Easy. Mm. All right, I gotta go, fellas. So I'm gonna check y'all out a little later. I gotta answer back to this text. Peace.